Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another ad flip through. This time for a totally random magazine that appeared in my mailbox. I don't know why it appeared, but it appeared. So, I've never heard of this company before. I've never seen this ever. But they sent it, and only that has this last chance. We don't want to bother you with unwanted catalog. This could be your final catalog. Please order today. Receive future updates or editions. So that's crazy because this is the first and only edition I've ever gotten. So either way, this is what we're doing a flip through on. So let's grab our gum and get started. Jeez. Buy now, pay later. So that's with Genie's credit. I was very pleased with my order. Great customer service and on-time product delivery. Thank you. Dennis, Illinois. Okay, Dennis. Low monthly payments. Let's begin. Okay. 35 years. I've never heard of this company, and they've been around for 35 years. Wow. Crazy. I wonder if they just like, or whatever. So, personalize it. Oh, page 67. Okay. Oh. So, been offered. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, wow. Alright. All under $20. Is that cast iron? B. Pre-seasoned cast iron cornbread pan. Okay, what does that mean? Pre-seasoned. How do you get a pre-seasoned pan? Somebody make that make sense for me. But it is cast iron. And honestly, $20 for a cast iron. How big is it? It's only 8 inches. It's actually rather small. Let's try to get me with that. Very Temu-ish. That thing looks huge. Okay. You got this nice little. There goes my computer again. What the crap? Alright. 16-piece assorted microwave cookware set. Oh, microwave. Now that is legit. This is all for the microwave. Oh, need. For $19. Okay, Jenny. Now, do you mean $19 up front, or do you mean $19 in installments? Because if I'm paying $19 a month, then y'all are out of your damn mind. That's all I gotta say about that. What is this thing? Color connection 20-piece. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. D. Stainless steel ice cube tray. Our sturdy lever style stainless steel ice cube tray is just like those you remember from the past, which I don't remember from the past. Simply pull the handy lever to release the cubes. Makes 18 cubes dishwasher safe. It's First of all, I've never seen a dish tray with a lever before, ever. So, I wonder how long ago they're talking about. 2, there is no lid, so your ice is just exposed. I'm not really about that anymore. Other than that, it seems kind of legit. But this is just kind of bulky. Like, yeah, in this here, well, I reckon it probably goes down. Well, it can't possibly go down because it would take up space here. So you have this big old arm. Yeah, this is just not practical. A for effort, though. I got my mom one of these last year. Obviously not from Jesus, but alright. Oh, they got their own branding. Jeez, what is this? Jeez, 15-in-1 everything oven. There's an air fryer. Your favorite all-in-one oven. Now with even more functions. It has the power of an entire kitchen made to fit on your countertop. It fries, steams, broils, bakes, roasts, toasts, warms, and more. Prepare a roast in the oven and steam your veggies above it. The possible combinations are endless. Use the 3 heating elements on top. The 2 on the bottom are all 5 and has 1700 watts of power. Heats up to 450 degrees and has a 30-minute timer. Movable parts and accessories are dishwasher safe. Okay, $219. I just can't get behind that. How big is it? And it just ain't that big either. What are you gonna cook with that? I think these kind of things have become really popular lately, where it's like you can get a whole bunch of things in one thing. Like they're great for like dorms and like apartment efficiencies. But like if you just have a regular house, these things are just kind of impractical because you have a stove and a microwave, probably an air fryer. This thing is so small that it's not going to replace all of that. It's be taking up room. Okay. You got like a little George Foreman grill over here. Smokeless grill. Oh, indoor grill. Yeah, it's a griddle. It's a griddle. Got some knives. Got this little thing down here. And what is that? Ice or hot coffee? I don't drink coffee. Okay. Oh, this is Jenny's brand. Rachel Ray. Ooh, this is a blender. Okay. $100. Now that looks big, but is it? I mean, it's decent, but you got a nice little toaster here. Another coffee machine. $160 for this. A nice pan. Oh, Rachel Ray pan set. $40 rebate before June 14th, 2025. 22-piece knife set. $90. That's a no for me. Big no. Can definitely do better. I've seen on TV, quick and easy food prep with 5 cutters. I've seen something like that before. How much do they want for theirs, though? D. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. Absolutely not. No. You can pretty much do better for the same. Anyways, let's move on. And it's the as seen on TV. So that probably means somebody from like Shark Tank, probably. You know what I mean? Like but it's another coffee machine. Nostalgia. I never heard that brand before. That's a good name for a brand, I'll tell you that much, though. Oh, it's a frozen drink maker, so it's not a coffee maker. I was wrong. Makes slushies, snow cones, and margaritas, and more. No. $90 doesn't sound bad. If I had kids, maybe. This is kind of seems like the kind of thing that my nephews would break, though. Gumball jar. Oh, I need a candy jar. And I do like the way these look. $30. Nope. Too high. $15, maybe. And even then, that seems kind of high for me. But I would love these. It sucks though. $30. Oh, excuse me, said Pig. So what's this say here? Okay, here we go. Low monthly payments. Buy up to $100. Pay 10. 220. 425. Okay. Okay. Well, not doing that rent to own there, I can tell you that much. Snow cone maker. What is this? 45. So that's half the price of this thing. And it does so much more. Alright, let's move on. And look at that. I see these things all the time, but they're like $10. And these things, I've almost heard universally that they're a ripoff. Like, do not buy these little canned refrigerator things. They're a ripoff. They don't even work. Most of them have like little fans, just a fan on the inside. Like, it's not actually a cooling unit. It's just a fan. So yeah, and for look at that, I don't think so. Absolutely not. I think I can never say only $10 a month. Yeah, it should be $10 one-time purchase. Cause it's a scam. Tabletop popcorn maker. $100. We're not even gonna talk about that. Where we at? Okay. And my grandmother still has her tea every morning. But you shouldn't need any of this. What is this? Faster than boiling water. Add and holds up to 7 eggs. Elite gourmet. What is this? Tea. Cook up to 7 eggs at once. Makes hard, medium, or soft boiled eggs perfectly every time, and it's faster than boiling water. And buzzer sounds, then your eggs are done. Includes egg tray, omelet tray, poaching tray, and measuring cup with built-in piercing pan. Has built-in timer and auto shut off hand wash. So what does it do? So you just put it in this machine and it cooks it like what? Also, honestly, this is just a really big machine. The problem I got right now is there's just too many appliances and there's not enough room. Can't afford to get another item for something so specific. You know that would be rather handy, ideally. But have you guys seen the price of eggs these days? Let's get out of here. How much is that? $3. I mean, that doesn't sound bad, but let's move on. Ooh, a deep fryer. Yeah, I remember I was talking about those secret cakes I saw on YouTube. I didn't watch the video, I just saw a thumbnail of someone who had deep fried secret cakes. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not clicking this. That's bad news. But I would love a freaking deep fryer. Bet you this thing is small too. Yeah, pretty much. Now what was that? It needs to chill out. Okay. So what we have here is just about deep fryers. I've already established we're not gonna get one of these. Oh, what is this? I just looked at again. I like the idea of this. When I was young, my mom had a what was it called? A toaster oven, and it made pizza rolls so freaking good. Of course, pizza rolls actually tasted good back then. You know, wasn't made from a bunch of weird chemicals, but. Oh, okay. But yeah, but these things are so small. And look, they got it showing up here, but look how it's just that battery died. And that, you know what, even ours had 2 rows. Okay, let's move on. Why is it so hard to turn these pages? I've seen this cookware set before. For considerably less. Now I bet you there are plenty of people who, if they got this in the mail, they probably be thinking like, oh wow, these are terrific deals. And on the surface perhaps they are. But if you just happen to, like, you know, be on Amazon a lot, AliExpress, Temu, eBay, Dollar Tree, Pueblo. Actually, this is probably the same amount you probably pay on Amazon, but it'd be like $16 on Temu. And not only that, but you could probably find like a marketplace on Facebook. Someone probably selling it for like $7. Of course, you know, it's a you know, flip of the coin doing anything on the marketplace. I've never had any problems. I've only used it a couple times. Well, actually, no, that one time I did have a problem. I think I talked about it in a video where, so when I started my ASMR, I was gonna buy a used Blue Yeti. The guy wanted like $70 for it. And it didn't even include the stand, but it was silver. And I wanted one so bad. And I was like, oh, this will save me some money. I can get some other crap. So I was like, okay. I went and bought it. And then the guy was like, he was supposed to ship it like immediately. He didn't. And not only that, but then he stopped responding to any of my messages, didn't reply to nothing. And he thought it was just gonna be like one and done. I don't think so. Yeah. I went onto his profile. I was like, okay, you wanna play these games? Then I found out that he had this girlfriend. So I messaged her. And she was shook. And then she messaged him, and then after that he messaged me like, oh hey, I had all of this and that and this going on. And I'm like, sure buddy. He was so salty. So anyways, we ended up canceling that. And I just ended up buying a brand new one anyways. I said screw that. So anyways, I would love to get one of these. That's actually that sounds really cheap for this. Ginny's Stand Mixer, so it's their own brand. Well, wait a minute. Ginny's Stand Mixer, but then it says right there, Rachel's Kitchen. Okay. What is this thing? Air fryer, not this. This is legit. Look how big this thing is. Oh, it has convection. Enjoy crisp convection baking and air frying with up to 12-inch pizza, which is not medium. 9 slices of bread or a chicken / roast up to 5 pounds. Y'all. It's up to 500-degree. What? 21 presets, including air fry, bake, pizza, grill, broil, rotisserie, and bar. Includes air fryer oven, air fry rack, bake tray, air fry basket, crumb tray, rack, removable handle, and food temperature probe. So a food thermometer, tempered glass door, all removable parts. products except crumb tray are dishwasher safe. $300. Okay, well, you had me up until there. And that sounds about what something like this would cost, though. I would love to have this. Now, this can replace a couple things. This can replace, well, it's replace your toaster, your microwave, and your whatchamacallit, your air fryer. Right? Okay, it might not replace the microwave. Unless I read that wrong. I don't remember. Let's move on. I'm sure my mom would love these pots. $100 for this set. Sometimes you just don't realize how expensive some things are. But if you're somebody who bakes a lot, you probably know pretty well. I remember growing up, my mother had one of these. And it looked just like this, but it was black. And she had like a slow roast version that was like this big. And we had it all the way up until last year. Like literally since my childhood. We had up until last year, and I forget. It started like to disintegrate. And it like ruined the whole dish. And anyways, yeah. But that was sort of sad. What is this thing? Jenny's immersion blender. Make it what it was do. It's powerful. Easily blend soups and smoothies. Okay. That's a no for me. Let's go on, shall we? I've got something like this, but it's not hard. It's like a silicone base. Is that a roaster or slope? What is this? A cast iron. What is this called? This is a cast iron. Okay, where is it? Cast iron is expensive, clearly. With them, anyways. And again, it's probably expensive across the board. It's probably cheaper to buy some of this stuff at like Walmart because of the heftiness of these things. It probably makes the shipping expensive. Now, I reckon with this, you don't have to pay for shipping, but I don't know. And then you got a crock pot. Right, F. Slow cooker. That's a slow cooker or a crock pot. Isn't that the same thing? That is a big. I got my mom one of these one year. It was very cheap. It works fine. Oh, let's see how much hers is. This is. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This makes me want to roast though. Okay. Definitely don't have room in my kitchen for any of this. Well, for that's for sure. Progressive microwave baking grill with cover. My grandma has one of these. She loves it. In fact, I need to get one of these. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to tell you. Actually, I am. Anyways, there's a reason why like certain things say microwave safe on them. Because it's plastic. Like if it's not microwave safe, it can slowly break down. And like little microscopic pieces of plastic can get into your system, and like they stay there. They stay in your system for like years and years and years and years. It's a whole big thing. Very scary. And then you realize like you can get microplastics from basically anything. And you're like, how do you escape microplastics? There's no way to do it. Like you can get microplastics from like bricks like whatever things are like it's in the air. They're like Minecraft puzzles are in the air. Like at this point, like we're kind of doomed it, right? Like, what are we gonna do? Like we can't really replace plastic completely. I would change everything with manufacturing, because then we'd have to. I mean, there really isn't an alternative to what anything is. Just nothing is as flexible as plastic is. However, there's really nothing as destructive either. Anyways, okay, no, we're not doing any of this. Oh, I could use this though. No, I couldn't. I would break this thing. Let's just be real. We never know. I do plan on losing a great deal of weight this year, so. $100. I'm not paying that though. $6 for this. My mom would love this. Actually, I'd love that too. For $50 though. It's probably not terrible, but you can do better. If you know how to shop. So now we're just basically into regular old furniture. Boring. This is kind of cute. Oh no, this looks painful. No cushions whatsoever. Oh no. I just know I'm gonna be shifting from one butt cheek to another butt cheek to get comfortable constantly. No way. These aren't that much better, but they're like, you know, half an inch of cushion. Honestly, you would get these strictly for the aesthetic though, right? And, you know, $180 for 2 chairs. And then these chairs are so freaking low. Like, no thank you. What have we got here? Or are these like little dressings for these? You got window treatments. That's actually pretty good, unless we're talking about just this. But it's the whole thing. Oh, wait a minute. Forget it. Let's move on. Alright. Bedding. Don't need any of this. Actually, no, I do need new bedding. I bought some satin sheets last year. It's not working out. I need something cooler for the summer. I can tell you that much. I need cool for the summer. Now, what I learned recently is that comforters and bedding stuff is actually quite expensive. When you're young and you're growing up and your parents are buying everything, like, certain things just don't seem expensive, but then you grow up and you're like, wait a minute, a freaking comforter costs $50-$60, like, just by itself. Are you insane? You're like, how did your parents do it? Because they got multiple kids, like, how did they manage to make all of that work? Anyways, it definitely gives me a better appreciation for, like, you know, my single mother. She did that. She really did that. She was raising 3 kids on her own. Working her back, working multiple jobs, so that I could be spoiled, basically. If you ask my brothers, anyways. $4. Oh, I like this color, but I don't like the inside, all that. I don't like that. That's too loud for me. But turquoise, yes. Deep teal, yes. Even sage and sky, yes. Dark navy, gray, yes. Okay. Oh gosh, growing up, my mom used to have so many things with this design. Do you guys' parents have like this? They were like on like table things and all kinds of stuff. Like, what even is this design? What are these things? Are these things supposed to be leaves? I don't know. You got towels. Guess I don't need no towels. What is this? Soothing mold therapy in your shower. Here's a little thing that goes around the toilet. Personally, fabrics on the floor in the bathroom that aren't like, okay, this here I get, but this I don't like this. Too many variables here, but I mean, this just makes sense. I'm constantly worried, like, I gotta step right. I'm terrified that one day I'll step out of the, like, this is one of my irrational fears. So I'll step out of the, I'll step a leg out, and somehow it'll slip and I'll break my kneecap. Like, I'll literally, like, I'll get like a compound fracture where the knee comes out of my skin. Like, it's, like, and I'll still be standing up, like, so it won't be like I fell, hit the ground, it'll be like I hit there, and then I'm like, I shifted in the wrong position, and then like my knee just goes crack. And that's just like one of my fears. I've never heard of that happening, but it's just one of my irrational fears. Okay. Oh, I like this. $35 a month, so if we do the math here, this is probably 200 and something. 200, no, this is more than 200 because I believe that 400 thing said 25, so this is 35. So you telling me this thing is $500-$600? Yes, it is. I swear I didn't see that. Son of a gun. It's a note. Well, actually, you know what? I wonder. And it goes all the way back. It's got heaters. $35 a month for this. This doesn't seem crazy. I got a little remote here. Huh. Interesting. Tell you what, once I blow up on the tube, start making bank, I'll probably get something like this from my mother. Oh, look at that. This is just nice to look at. And this is very nice and elegant. Very nice. Whatever. Look at this. Wait, what is this? This is weird. So I get this is supposed to be an ottoman. Convertible chair. Oh wait. Oh. Yo, look at that. Look at that. So it is an ottoman. But it's, if you make it an ottoman, it's a lounger and a sleeper. How much? $380, $320, $30 a month. So wait a minute, why is this $30 a month? And that darn almost $600 chair is $35. Y'all gotta make sense. Because if I'm just paying, if at $5 is the only difference, I want to get the recliner. Because this is a little, I mean, it's kind of doing too much. Okay. Oh, TV trays. Tables come with a handy storage rack. Oh, that'd be nice. That's basically what my entire freaking YouTube setup is using as a TV tray. And I need to upgrade to like just a regular, just a bigger table. not a big table, but like a small, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's so cramped. I said I'd show you guys one time, and I will, but that's nice. How much is that? Ah, that actually seems very good. Is that real wood though? Arched mission style TV. Just anyways, circulation electric stimulator. Improves circulation in your feet, calves, and everything else. This EMS device sends electrical pulses to your muscles. EMS. What does that mean? Because surely they don't mean emergency medical. It doesn't mean like electric muscle stimulator. Actually, that sounds much more legit. I've heard of these TENS pads before. A lot of times they're not recommended for you to even use these things. I wonder if they work well with people with like sciatica, like my mother. And Nirvana. My mother had something like this when I was growing up. It had so that you put your foot in the pedals, and it had like this long part where you had handlebars, and you would put your feet in it, and then you would pull. I don't even remember like how that thing worked, but yeah, you would put your feet in it, and then you would be like this, and then you would hold the handlebars, and then pull backwards, or something like that. These things just seem like a waste of time and money. And honestly, what is she doing? Like, why does she even have this thing? Sweat off those extra inches. I think she's fine. Okay? That's the problem. You're trying to tell me that she needs to lose inches. She doesn't. Only that about $4. No, thank you. Here we go, some fun stuff. I need a new laptop. $600, that is mid-range. Now let's see if the specs reflect that. No, right away, they do not. 4 gigabytes of RAM, that is not enough in today's computer world. My computer right now has 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is outrageous. What are you even paying for here? Media ports, you got 2 USBs. Okay, headphone jack, naturally. You got a quad core, and it's a Celeron processor. Where the hell do they get up trying to charge this much for this thing? Absolutely not. My computer is better than this in every freaking way. Insane. I bought that thing like 4 or 5 years ago. What in the world? Now granted, when I bought it off of Marketplace, and that guy gave me like an absurd deal. He just wanted to get rid of it. But still, insane. And $30 a month? No. Okay, well, the HP, I just do not like HP as a brand. Their computers have so many problems with so many things that never get answered. What is this, a DVD player? Oh, a tablet bundle. Random, immersion. Tablet or laptop? It's both. No, it's a tablet with a keyboard. A little white keyboard I use in my keyboard videos. Can be used for my laptop or my tablet. There's nothing good. And $129. Listen, if you pay this price for this, you're insane. headphones? Oh, he's not part of it. Guess not. Oh wait, there it is. Comes with USB keyboard and case and headphones. Huh. Let's see. Did you know? No. Right away, never heard of this brand before. Looks like it's got Windows 11. Can't tell. Choose the size you want, 15, 14, or 11. Okay. Oh, wait, no, these are not good specs. These are not good specs. And then how much? Where's the price? I mean, even these prices just are so you're telling me absolutely not. Wow. I feel sorry for anybody who just doesn't know much about computers and looks at any of this and thinks it's a good deal. Electric home safe box. What's it made out of? Sturdy steel with a thick door and handy keypad to program your code. That looks more gimmicky than like serious. What is that? Oh, please. How much is that? Oh, of course, $200 freaking, no way. I'd love a police scanner. Got so much crazy crap coming around here lately. There it is, EMS again. That doesn't make sense though. But that other thing, I don't know about that. Okay, so here you have some Fire tablets, which is what my tablet is. It's a Fire tablet. And so different models. So how much are these going for? 130, 200. For what? For what? What is this? J P P 7 or 10 inch. So the 10 inch is $300, which is what I have. Mine was a Christmas gift from my uncle, though. There's no way in hell he paid that, though. Alright, these headphones. Boom boxes. Is that a purple DVD player? It sure is. Now this would make sense if it played Blu-rays, DVDs, JPEG CDs, and music CDs. And for $200, oh my God, Jenny, you need to go back to the block. Go back to the block, Jenny. Fujifilm Instax, how much are these? Yo, you can do way better than that. Slim power bank with cables. For that capacity, no, I bought one last year for like $12. Same capacity. What is this? A one power source. 150. Oh, we're getting into car crap. Oh, I thought this was like a travel bag, and it just happened to have a big giant speaker built into it. But it's literally just like a karaoke machine, right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was this. Basically one of these, but with a speaker, but it's not. This is the last page. Oh wow, it sure is. Well, y'all, what you think? Birthstone, what is my birthstone? Ruby. Ruby is her birthstone, really? Is that how they work? I don't know. Personalization included. Oh, I see. It's all look very generic. P. Oh, P means personalization. Okay. So that Kindle could be personalized. No wonder it said Hunter. So, do you want to tell me, maybe that's why the price is so much bigger than what it should be? I like how it says touch screen here on a tablet, like, oh, duh. But Hunter, that's where the markup comes coming from. Wait, no. Personalized up to 15 characters for only $3.99. So that's not why the markup is so high. Wow. To be shamed. Large and small cubes makes ice in 6 minutes. Oh snap. $200. And this thing is so teeny. Never run out of ice. This anti-helper renders a batch of small or large bullet-shaped cubes in less than 6 minutes. Simply fill with water and select your desired cube size. Makes up to 26 pounds. What? Now that's interesting. And look, you can get it personalized. Oh. Now I want to go back and look at all the cups that I gotta get personalized now that I know what the P means. Now I know I probably said personalized right there in front of my face the whole time, which it does. But I wasn't paying attention. So, sue me. Okay. And then of course you have your classic air fryer for $60, which this does look so small. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and some. I mean, that's a lunch right there. That's lunch. So fair enough. Now typically the fries and the chicken have 2 different ready times, so they typically wouldn't get done at the same time. You need to take one of these out before the other, and probably these. These will hopefully come before the fries. Of course, I could be wrong. Alright. And that's Jenny's for you. Congratulations, you can shop. Excuse me. I really am kind of salty about the P. Okay, see, no wonder. I'm just going, you know what, I meant to talk about that darn, I totally skipped that thing. Did I even hit this page? No, I skipped over it. I wanted to talk about this. 2-tier digital trainer, yeah. I bought a dish rack last year, and I was looking at this exact same one, but it was black. But I ended up getting one that was better, so. Actually, I don't know if it's better, because it looks, let me see how long this thing is. Oh yeah, that's a bit longer, quite a bit. but it doesn't have the width. It needs more width. That's the problem. That was the problem with this. Is it needed more width. This is basically just for your damn cups. I needed one that can handle plates and bowls, and I got one. So, anyways, that's it for Jenny's Spring 25 catalog. They've been open for 20 or 35 years. Alright. So, you go to jenny's.com. And, yeah. Please like, comment, and share the video. If you enjoy, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with another magazine flip through, and this one is for a magazine called 7th Avenue. And just like with that other magazine, it says Last Chance. This is the first time that it's ever come, so I guess my first chance is also my last chance, but whatever. But yeah, so chewing gum and brushing and commentary. Let's go. Buy now, pay later with 7th Avenue credit. Isn't that, oh, I like that other one too. I don't even remember the name of that magazine, but it's giving the exact same vibes. We don't want to bother you with unwanted catalogs. This could be your final catalog. Please order it to receive future editions. Low monthly payments. It's a trap. Oh, look at that. Customer favorites edition. Okay. This should be interesting. These pages are kind of thick. Alright. We've got top selling faves to make your summer sizzle. Okay. I wonder if these are those one guys that kind of like hold up to like 1,000 pounds. Probably not, because he would probably say it somewhere on there by now. Looks like you guys are out Really? Wait, is that just like the pay per month price, or is that the full price? Because that's really good if you get this for $9.99. Whimsical metal solar lantern. Wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's G. G. Okay, $19.99. That makes more sense. Tote with zip top. And that's actually not too bad itself either. Especially if you get that little one there too. But yeah. More outdoor patio awning type of stuff. This is kind of stuff my friend would be into. They've been redoing their like back porch / pool / patio thing. Really been going all out with like the couches and crap and okay, no, let's move on. Those are nice though. Got a lot of magazine to get through. What do we have here? A Montgomery World PSI electric pressure washer. Oh, nice. $200. $25 a month. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, Montgomery Ward amp chainsaw pole / pole saw. Pole saw. That's very interesting. This powerful anti-vibration chainsaw quickly converts to a pole saw, so you can easily reach everything low and high. I do like that. I don't need it, but that's like something my brother would have, or my friend would have, like a tool that they really don't need, but they would just have around. It would be used like randomly one time. They'd be like, thank goodness I got that. And it's like, well, it only took like a year and a half to use it one time, but sure. Okay. Oh, this is still synced up with the camera. More outdoor. Okay, honestly, I'm getting sick of all this. Like, I'm done with outside. Let's move on. Though I do kind of like this stuff right here. I mean, this feels very Eastery, though. I guess it gives spring, too, but nah. I like this little light strips here on your sidewalk. I do like that. What we got here? Grill. C. Fire Sense Backyard Charcoal Grill. Let's read about this real quick. Let me get my little pointer. There's nothing like the flavor of charcoal grilled food. Grill has a 420 square inch cooking area, 200 square inch warming rack, temperature gauge, and removable ash catcher with air vents for heat control. Includes front and side pine shelves, bottom wire rack for storage, and 2 wheels for easy mobility. Assembly required. Oh, deal breaker. Deal breaker. I'm not assembling anything. Go away. If I'm buying something like that, I want it to be just like that. Like, I'll get me a truck or a U-Haul or something and bring it home, but I'm not building it. No. Okay. We have a little peacock over here and angels. Actually, I don't know if this magazine is as thick as that last one. exact same one was in that other magazine. Am I wrong? So many parallels. And what? It didn't have like a person's name. It was like Ashley's or something like that, right? And it had like Ashley books. It help you save money or something like that. This is nice. Look at this purple set. I would totally rock this. I would totally rock this. How much is this set? 10-piece set. Only $89. See, that's too much for me though. That's too much. I would rather just buy each one of these individually. And go from there. And buy them from well, I would say Temu, but now that they only do local warehouse, prices are different than they used to be. So, I don't know. Where would you buy this kind of stuff at now for cheap? I don't know. But Temu and AliExpress are probably still good options, but I don't know. That's a nice looking pen though. How much? Oh yeah, $90. Oh, but look, we got red, black, blue, bronze. That bronze looks absolutely horrid. I do not like that. Actually, wait. Well, first of all, that does not look bronze. I think we can all agree on that. That does not look bronze. That's like a champagne, honestly. Like, what are they talking about? Bronze. I do like all these other colors, though. Like, literally all of them. I actually like them all better than the purple. Okay, how much is this set? 25-piece set of teal spoons and spatulas and cutlery. $40. No. Can definitely do better elsewhere. A set of 6, only $19.99. Aluminum tumblers with lids. Or no, cool, colorful, nearly unbreakable. This set of 6 aluminum tumblers come in fun assorted colors. 20-ounce capacity hand wash juice assortment. Oh, well, no lid. That's a deal breaker. That's a major deal breaker. Oh look, I don't remember when in the other magazine when we saw this dish rack. I don't remember seeing all these colors. Take a look. We got black. What does that say? Gold, honey, golden honey. Purple ranch. Purple punch. Island blue. Twilight blue. White and mist. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Another colorful set of pots and pans. Let's see, the last one was 80. Or 90 actually. So let's say this is probably what? Like 100. Let's see. No, it's also 90. Where's B at? B is 70. Oh, this is B. Are these crock pots? Enameled cast iron casserole with lid. Why would you need so many? 7 pieces. Like, that seems kind of crazy to me. This seems like I think you need 1, maybe even just 2 of. But do people cook with these with multiple at one time? Because I've never actually seen that before. Like, normally that's like a dish, and then they're cooking other things and other things. But like, why would you need 7? Let me know. Okay. What is this? What is this? See, window bread box. Easily accommodate a variety of baked goods, up to 2 loaves of bread. sure that's it. Wasn't it something like that? Jenny's Essential Toaster. This is like a, this is called 7th Avenue. But these are like the same dang things. And they got ready to be selling Jenny's. They think they just like, yep, that's it. Because I love, there it is, Jenny's. Okay. Oh, these are cute. Novelty Dutch oven with lid. Come on. You've got what I believe is an eggplant and a tomato. Oh, it literally says eggplant right there. Well, microwave good set. Oh, microwave. Where's that at? G. Really? You can throw these in the microwave. Oh, the capabilities. $19.99. That can't be right. G. On orders by May 5th, and it's literally May 7th, so it's too late. That is sad because that's an incredible deal. That is incredible. 16 pieces. Okay, who is this again? Oh, 7th Avenue / Jenny's, because I think they slick, but they ain't. Alright. Looks like we're into like the dining room / whatever. These are nice lamps. I like these. I like well, I mostly like the steel one. Yeah, I like that. Astral rug. I like that too. Also deal. Oh, is this that rug right there? It says what this is. Is that what it looks like? Is that how big it is? I like that. I like that. I wonder how much it is. C. Okay, no, there's no way. There's no way I'm looking at this right. C, right here. C. C. Okay. $59.99. Only $20 a month. Wait a minute. So it says, what are these little numbers down here? DA757233. 5 by 3. What? 5 by 7 actually. 299. Oh, it's a size. Like, where are these numbers at? So there's 17. I'm looking for 33. Where's that at? Where is it at? Okay, you know what? I'm moving on. That should be much clearer. Are they suggesting that's like the price for all three, or what? Like, wait, there's $5.99. What's $5.99? This is F. F is $139 for one chair. Swivels $360. Okay, I do like me a good swivel chair. They do not look comfortable at all. They look like the kind of thing where you keep shifting your butt cheek. You're like, okay, let me shift to this butt cheek now. Let me shift to this other butt cheek now. You'll never be quite completely comfortable on the thing. Got that stiff, narrow back that goes probably only like halfway up your back. Awkward. And for $130. Nope. And just a one. And just a one. Yeah, no. And so D through E. 140, and the table is $220. I mean, the table's not bad actually. I could probably beat that price on Temu though. Of course, they would want you to assemble it. Wait, now this doesn't say assembly required. So I assume you don't have to assemble it. Wait, assembly required. Deal breaker. I mean, at least for this price, because like I said, if I gotta build it, then I'm buying it from Demo. Even though quality will be subject to, you know, you'll be rolling the dice. But I've rolled the dice plenty of times, and I'm almost always come out on top, so at least with them in that situation. But okay, what is that? A is a hot dog toaster, or say what? The problem with where I'm at now is the kitchen is so small. There's just not enough room in there. And there's the air fryer. There's the pressure cooker. There's the griddle, the microwave, the toaster, the coffee machine, which isn't for me, obviously. But what else? Well, either way, it's like there just wouldn't be room for something like that. Okay, and we got the little snow cone maker thing down here. My friend actually has one of these, but it's like, I think it's from that Ninja brand. What is that called? Is it just Ninja? And so last time I was over there, they made me one of those. He was so proud of it. He was like, you could have one of these. And it was like just like your average snow cone. But it was made in house, so there was that. I was like, oh yes, it is pretty good. At the same time, aren't snow cones just a little bit of a scam? I mean, if you think about it, you get so little flavor out of it, right? Because before you know it, you've sucked away all the darn juice. And you're left with just a whole lot of ice and like watered down drink, right? That might just be me because I have very sensitive teeth, so I can't bite into ice. It's too cold. It hurts my teeth. So it takes me quite a while to get down to something like that because I have to like basically, you know, rub it down with like the ceiling of my mouth and my tongue because chewing isn't really an option. Or I can like bite real quick, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Then it goes back to the ceiling, you know what I mean? So like I can't hold like a cold can of pop or anything like that because it's too cold. It'll hurt my hands. Can't hold snowballs or anything like that. And okay, another cooking-ware set. I thought we moved on actually. Oh, this is big, so you already know this is like $1,000. How much? 150. And the other one was 90. And you got like, what, 6 pieces? So what are we getting here extra? We're getting 3 more pieces, and then I'm assuming we get those. Oh, okay, look. 2 saucepans with lids, 3 stock pots with lids, 4 fry pans, baking sheets, bread pan, cooking rack, 3-piece canister set, 5-piece measuring cup set, utensil set. I mean, damn, that's that would make an incredible like housewarming gift for someone moving into like their first house. It's almost everything they need right there. I mean, actually, it is everything they would need for cooking. Like boom, or like a wedding gift, that kind of deal. Okay, let's move on. Oh, there's that thing again. This is that one. Remember, I was tripping because it was like, it said it was like pre-oiled or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? What did it say? It was like pre-cooked or pre-seasoned. I'm like, what do you mean pre-seasoned? But then someone told me in the comments, which I don't even remember what they said now, but it made sense. Okay, so what is this thing again? I still don't like this. I like the concept, right? Like you got your coffee maker right there. You've got something on top that you can do. I can't really tell because there's not a whole lot of space there. So what is this flour? And you have, of course, your space to cook whatever. Honestly, this could be so much bigger if you just remove the coffee part. Like that coffee thing is probably very, very mediocre. But I guess if you're like in a college, you're a student, you don't have a whole lot of high standards, right, for coffee. You just need to get made. So that would probably work fine. How much is it? And only about $90. That's not crazy. If you like lived in a small dorm, like that'll do you probably good. You still probably be better off going with like a microwave per se, but I mean anything you could get a microwave, you could probably cook in this, except for like a TV dinner, obviously. Anything with plastic, not going to work. Speaking of plastic, I was talking to my therapist once. Actually, this wasn't that long, it was literally this year sometime. And I was talking about like, I was telling her how like my microwave head broke. It straight up just died. It exploded actually. It straight up exploded. Caught fire. That kind of deal. I was like, I don't know why I did that. It worked fine the next day. The day before, I forget what I do in there. I was trying to reheat something actually. And it exploded basically. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be a little minute until I get it in the microwave. And I had just gotten all this like microwavable vegetables. And I was just like, going over that. And she's like, oh well, just throw it in the air fryer. And I'm like, how am I going to throw it in the air fryer? It's in a bag. She's like, just throw it in there, it'll be fine. And I'm like, are you insane? I'm not throwing that plastic into the air fryer, burn the damn house down. And she's like, oh, I'm sure you can do it. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't you go ahead and try it and let me know, because I ain't about to do it. Well, let me tell you something. She actually did it. At least she claimed she'd have done it. She said she'd do it. It might not have been, I think it might have been like a regular, like TV dinner type of deal. Like something from like Stouffer's or whatever. But she said she'd throw it in there and cooked it and it worked fine, didn't melt or anything. And I'm like, I'm still not going to do it. Because one thing, like I don't even know, you know what I mean? Like, I mean obviously it's like microwave safe, the plastic, but it's like, I don't know how that's going to degrade in an air fryer, right? Like that might seep into the food. Anyways, let's move on. I'm tired of talking about, is that cast iron? Real quick, let's just read about that darn 3-in-1 breakfast maker. Fry, toast, and make coffee. Okay, that's all I need to say. This is cast iron. Yes, it is. There it is again. There it is again. No, wait, whoa. Back up. Okay. No, this don't work. This says pre-seasoned cast iron cookware. I'm confused again because that other thing was electronic. This is just regular cast iron crap. How is it pre-seasoned? What does it mean? This doesn't make sense to me. I am crashing out right now because this does not make sense. What do you mean? Let's read before. It might have the answers right in here. Cast iron as a time-honored favorite at home. Wait, cast iron is a time-honored favorite of home cooks and professional chefs. It heats evenly, fryer, it'd be all bad. It'd be all bad. Are you kidding me? All the things I'd be deep frying. The other day, it popped into my head, like, oh, what would it taste like to deep fry one of those little Debbie zebra rolls? Like, really in my big bag of thoughts with that one. But yeah, look at that. You got some good crispy old fried chicken. How much is this? $40. $40 for a deep fryer, and it looks pretty deep and big. Now, what does it say here? How big is where are we at? Oh, that's a nice size for $40. Actually, now I think about it, that's kind of high for a single dish. I don't know, but it's so big. Oh, I don't know. Actually, you know, I'm sure it's worth it. Imagine deep frying a zebra roll, or hell, even a Twinkie. I know they do that at certain like carnivals and festivals. I've never had one before though. Speaking of that, okay, school bus. What time is it anyways? Hurry up and get the kids and go. Get the little children, them bad kids, and go. Alright. I'm mostly joking. Back to the matter at hand. Right here. Oh, what was I even saying? I got so distracted. Oh, deep frying. I was gonna say, you know, I was at like the Ohio State Fair once, and they had really good funnel cakes. I was just thinking, I haven't had funnel cake in a very long time. Like, that's what I would like to have, is funnel cake. You can just get funnel cake anywhere. Like, literally, I can't think of a place where I can go right now and get funnel cake. Oh my gosh, how many dishware sets are they gonna sell? Damn. Sizzling value, $100. Alright, so let's see what we get for $100. Oh look, this doesn't make it easy for us and just tell us right here. Now we gotta read all the text here. I don't think we will. I don't care that much. Honestly, it don't look like a whole lot for, and this is more than those first two sets. Don't look worth it. I'm just gonna say it right away. Bluetooth jukebox speaker fridge. That's cute. Oh, it's a fridge. Enjoy hot tunes and cold beverages on the go. Wait, what do you mean on the go? Perfect for road trips or picnics. This 4-liter capacity refrigerator holds 6 cans to keep them cold. Plugs into your car or boat's 12-volt outlet and comes with an AC power adapter too. Retro jukebox design has LED lights that tell you whether it's cooling or warming as the Bluetooth speaker plays your favorite music. Interesting. Very interesting. And it's $100, so right away, that's too high. And I'm pretty sure you're paying for the aesthetic. I mean, granted, it's also a Bluetooth speaker, but Bluetooth speakers are like 5 cents these days. I mean, obviously, I'm joking, I'm exaggerating, but Bluetooth speakers are relatively cheap, or at least they were. So, but you're definitely paying for that. Because this should probably be like, even on the high end, like $40, $50. The fact that they want $100, they're saying that the Bluetooth is just worth so much more. And the aesthetic, obviously, they're like, oh, you want this? This is very novelty. We're gonna make you pay $100 for it. It's a no for me, babe. Okay. Oil storage tank with filler. Oh, I've never seen that before. This is another deep fryer. What is that? Oh, it is. Look at the names. Delicious red. Black. It's from Jenny's too. Now, why didn't Jenny's have any deep fryers in their magazine? It's so strange to me they're selling them. Like, what are you doing, Jenny's? Make single batches in the large basket for different batches in... let's start over. Make single batches in the large basket or different batches in the two smaller ones. Its heating elements immerse fully, which keeps the oil hotter and food crispier. The 4-quart tank heats between 250 and 375. Does that say Fahrenheit? Degrees. Okay. Built-in 60-minute timer. Enamel on steel tank and brushed stainless steel lid with glass viewing window. Mesh baskets have risen handles. All parts are dishwasher safe except the removable heating element. Detachable. 32-inch cord. 32 inches. That's awesome. Now that is the kind of cord the damn air fryer needs. In fact, everything needs like a 32-inch cord. You need that damn length, people. How much? Oh, this is what? $90. 90. And it's nice and wide, but let me see. Well, this is definitely deeper. So, and with a deep fryer, obviously, the deeper the better. So, and it's only $40. So, by Jenny. Nice try trying to scam us. What is this? This is cute. Now I know damn well my mom would love something like this. It would just be totally in the way. But let's see. G. Rolling storage cart. Oh yeah. 170. Let's move on. 170. You got your damn mind. Okay. Shark. Is that a Swiffer type of deal? I'm not. And what is this? Yeah, I'm not into anything where you gotta like replace the damn and buy new little wipes for it. Like, that's just too much. Yeah, no, it's a major no for me. We're not even gonna read that because that's exactly what this is. One of those like wet jet thingies. Like, it's a no. It's a no. I know people who swear by these things, but it ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it over time. How much is it to even? And look at this. Are you kidding me? $119. Let me read this. Actually, I wasn't even going to. But now they're trying to charge you $120 for this damn thing. Let's see what it offers. Effortlessly clean with the power of steam. Oh wait, we were wrong. We were way off. Damn. Removes grease and grime with just water. No chemicals needed and no residue left behind. Damn. Designed for sealed hard floor surfaces. Large removable water tank means you can clean more without refilling. It includes 2 dirt grip pads. Under 5 pounds. Not including water. 5-inch cord. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Or 15-inch cord. A 15-inch cord. Now, mind you, you need as much length as you can possibly get with something like this. man he had 32-inch cord for a damn deep fryer, and that damn like steam mop thing has a 15-inch. Like, what the hell is happening here? Okay, I'm getting pissed. It just doesn't make any damn sense to me. It doesn't make any. 15 inches. Wait a minute. Am I tripping? Am I reading that wrong? Oh, is that 15 foot? Is that what that is? Wait. Okay. Damn, that plane might as well just been landed on the damn house. I mean, gosh. Like, really? What are they doing landing next door? Anyways. Oh. Okay, so that is 15 foot. Okay. Alright. Damn, I am just jumping to conclusions left and right, ain't I? Alright. Okay. These look nice. Oh, that looks just like the steam cleaner my friend used to have. When I used to watch their dogs when they were still puppies, she had this thing, and I loved it. I loved it to death. Anytime those dogs decided they wanted to be little jerks and go in, I was like, oh, fine. I'm just going to steam clean that right on that. Worked it terrifically on that carpet. You know what? I'm gonna ask her about that because they don't live with like they have hardwood floorings. Oh wait, is that why? I'm gonna ask them if I can just take this off their hands because they're not using it. But then again, like if you can't use it on hard surfaces, then what would I need it for too? Like, well, okay. How much is that though? $200. And then the little mini one is $200. Okay. More shark stuff. Cordless lightweight. What is it? F. Cordless vac. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like that. Oh, it's cordless. Oh, but it's also $230. Oh, come on, people. Am I tripping? Or are these prices kind of crazy for some of this stuff? Like, why aren't the prices of vacuums gone down by now? I mean, what the hell? You know what? I could probably do better on Temu. But if I bought it on Temu, it'd probably have, like, the freaking suction power of, like, I don't know, something very, 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 very weak. I say that, but, like, a couple years ago, I bought a little hand vacuum from them, and that thing works fantastically. Now, granted, I dropped it and kind of cracked the ceiling of it, so it doesn't quite work the way it used to, but it's still functional. Alright. Oh, see, this is what I would love right here. When I was a kid, my mom had one of these, and I loved it. I absolutely loved this. It made cleaning up my room so easy, and it was so strong, and it was so easy to clean up afterwards. Just open the damn thing and throw it in and empty it out over the trash can. But this is even better because it has this damn thing here, so it becomes like a regular vacuum. Ours didn't do that. It was just part of a vacuum set. So it came with an actual vacuum. Oh, and it's Dirt Devil. My mom used to love this brand. Like, that's all she ever wanted was Dirt Devil. And then she got over Dirt Devil somehow. I'm not sure how or when. How much is this, though? Oh, only $60. See, that seems like a good deal. That seems like a real good deal. But at the same time, that seems so good that I could probably do better elsewhere. Alright. Alright. Okay. Black & Decker. That's a really interesting looking one. I want this though. I like that. 3-in-1. conditioner that looks almost just like my damn air conditioner. Let me look over there at it right now. Okay, actually, no, mine has, wait a minute. Wait, mine's GE. Never mind. What is this? Montgomery Ward. Air conditioners. How much is this? Mine also looks considerably bigger than this. Actually, this looks kind of big in itself. Remote control included. Okay, now where? Has a lot of the same features. Remote, 24-hour on-off timer, thermostat, sleep mode, energy saver mode. Like, yeah. Where are the dimensions at again? This is A, right? It doesn't have the dimensions. Well, what the hell? Oh wait, here it is. It's both an air conditioner and fan, right? $300. Okay. Well, luckily I don't need one of these, so. Wait a minute, what's $400? So, here's the thing. I guess I'm seeing how they're doing it now. It's showing this, and I'm guessing these are different models of it. So instead of showing them, they're just showing like the base model, kind of like on Temu. But Temu does it in reverse, so they'll show you like the biggest model and the lowest price, and you won't know it's the lowest price until you go to pick the item and like add it to your cart, and it's like, which one are you trying to add again? And you're like, oh, I'm clicking this one, and then watch the price jump drastically. You're like, wait a minute, what? They try to get you. That's how they get you. Or no, you look at the price, and you're like, wait a minute. Right, and you're like, wait. And so then you're like, so what's wrong here? And you start clicking the images, and you realize that there's like, it's not that full 6 set, it's just one, and it's, you know what I mean? And you're like, okay, you know, whatever. Team with their tricks, they can't get me though. Anyways, I've looked them, so I've seen so many videos of these things that they're basically scams, so they leak. They don't really do the job. Like, don't waste your time with these like fake air conditioner things where you add the water to them. Unless it's like a hand fan, don't waste your time on it. Or it's gonna be, you're just gonna regret it. And you're gonna be wasting ice, let's be real. And for $50 too, I don't think so. You can get a really good fan for that. I'll tell you what, some of those tower fans feel like air conditioners. Like for about $70 or $80, you could probably get one of those badass ones that just really, really does the job. So don't do it. Okay. Oh, I remember my friend had these. These are scams also. These things don't do anything, if I'm being honest. Like, I've never been in an environment that had these and been like, oh, that's bringing in such cool air. Like, never. Never, ever, 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 ever. They're such scams. Okay, more fans. Oh, look, tower fans. Now, this looks like the one my friend had. Actually, I'm almost positive it is. So there's had like a, it was black, it had like a wood finish where this gray is. And it worked fantastically, but then my like nephew, he put a crayon in there and destroyed it. So yeah, that happened. How much is it? It's G. Oh no, it's $100. Well, I mean, $100 is a hell of a lot more than $45. So, but if you're thinking about this, just save up honestly and get this baby because it works fantastically. Trust. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of talking about fans. Oh, bedding. Did I mention that I tried buying like these bamboo sheets from Temu? That's supposed to be cooling, and they sent me like this microfiber BS. Anyway, I got my money back, but still. Was not pleased. Trying to anticipate for the summer because I know I'm going to be hot and I want sheets that aren't going to make me freaking burn up like they have been. But no. Okay, we're not was a wee lad, I wanted like a little chair couch thing like this, but it was like on the floor, but it could be spread out into like a little bed, and it was like a couch, and I wanted one so bad. My mom had this magazine, kind of like this actually, and it had it in there, and it was for kids, and I wanted it so bad. My mom told me she would get it for me, but she never did. I can't remember, and I wanted that thing for ages, and I don't know when I finally moved on from that thing. Anyways, this is $300, $330. It looks really low to the ground. Why are so much furniture low to the ground? Like, what is up with that? Like, people have needs, okay? Like, we're not all like 3 feet tall, you know what I'm saying? We're not all toddlers. Like, give us some height, alright? Jeez. Anywho, especially if you're taller, like, these low ass couches are so freaking annoying. Ooh, I like that. I don't really care for the print, but I do like the fabric and the color. Oh, it looks hot as hell though. I would hate that right now. I need something cooling, and then what is this? Just sheets. Yeah. That didn't really. Oh, that's nice. I do like this. Oh, look at the elephant. It's very it's giving very much like Middle Eastern, like Hindu type of deal here. Like India type of, very much like, what is that one practice called? I forget. Oh well. Dream Designs. Boho. Buy one. Oh, okay. I don't know what boho means. BOGO. Buy one, get one. But what is boho? Buy one, half off. Okay. I'm assuming I did not say that anywhere. And it says nothing about that, so I'm just talking out my mouth. And it's $70 or $80. And that's one thing that always confused me. Like, why are these sets so damn high? Like, just so freaking much. Oh, now this is some stuff that I would love. Look at that recliner. Look at that. 500, 450, 300. Oh, I would love to get something like this for my mom. If I could afford this, I would get her this. It's a massager and it lifts. This is exactly what she needs. I'll tell you what, once my channel really takes off and I start making bank, I'm gonna remember this and get her that. Definitely. Definitely not that red one though. Probably the black one. But yeah, that's right up her alley. She's had damn 2 hip surgeries this past year. Then she had the shoulder surgery just a couple months ago. And she's had both her damn knees replaced. Like, yeah, she could use something like this. For 500, I gotta keep that in mind. That's definitely a goal. I want to get her that. Wait, how much is it a month? $35 a month. The monthly payments trap. You gotta avoid it by all means. Okay. Heat massage lift love. It has USB charging port and attached remote. How amazing is that? I mean, come on. Oh, she would just love this. Oh. Alright, yeah. is this? Powered headrest recliner. Oh no, that's A. What is this? Lee buckle storage bench. Very aesthetic. It's 180. That's definitely not something that I would invest in. What do we have here? Tall African lady with wine holder. Oh wait. Tall African lady wine holder. Serve your favorite vintage. Serve your favorite vintage and spirited style. This gaily dressed lady is sure to liven up all your parties with her divine look. Holds a wine bottle and a wine glass, not included. What? Also, this thing is huge. 6 feet high. Oh, are you kidding me? That's insane. That's insane. I could see my aunt owning something like this, though. Who else? Somebody else I know would probably have owned this if they could. I don't know. Not me, though. Okay, so we're in the bathroom now. Just boring crap. $30 for a hotel set. I actually need new shower curtains, so. What is this? Bathtub soap dish. And then you have. Oh, yeah, so. Okay. Oh, this is like it's in the way. That's just too much. E. Toilet paper holder, but it's literally mobile. I don't like that. I don't like that. I guess it would have to be because there's literally no like holder around here. That's insane. Who builds like that? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, oh, see, they tried to get me again. Oh, look at this. Is that lavender? Purple. Ish lavender. Ish. I got gradient lavender. Dramatic majesty. I want to say majestic, but dramatic majesty. Gigantic dragon. Oh, sorry, I know this print is probably really crap because I have the same print on this and this, and that just doesn't really work when it's so much difference in the dimensions. So one of these is going to look really washed out in person, and it's almost certainly going to be this one because the smaller something is, the more saturated it can be, so it's going to probably look better. I'd say that this also looks so narrow. Neither one of these is probably the original size. It's actually much. Oh, who knows? Who knows? This does look kind of stretched out, if we're being honest. So, I mean, it still looks nice. Not $8 nice, but it still looks nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. Now this couch looks like it's kind of high. Look, it's got some height to it. Look how far off the damn ground it is. This is what I'd like. Actually, I would still like it to be a little higher up, if I'm being honest, but that's still better than what I've been seeing, where it's like the couches are like this high off the ground. Like that's all you get is like a half an inch or something. Like it's crazy. You can't even fit your freaking fingers underneath the couch. Like I like this. That's great. Yeah. Now the couch itself. I'm not really sure about. Wait. And of course, this isn't even about the couch. It's actually about the couch. Tuck and cover. Refresh your entire furniture with our stretch peak slip over. Our slip cover $60. So even for the damn couch, it isn't even the couch. But of course, like the one item they show for a couch, it would be for an actual nice looking couch that's off the damn ground. Or I say nice looking, but it's not that nice looking, but it is nice. But I like that it's so far off the ground. I like this car. It's very, it's giving Animal Crossing. It's giving elegant Animal Crossing. If you know, you know. Okay. My grandmother had one of these in her house. I wonder what happened to that actually. My father's mother, that grandmother, she passed away in 2015. And they ended up selling her house relatively quick afterwards. I don't know why they rushed it so fast. I was actually kind of really sad about it. And I ended up staying there for a couple of days. Yeah, after she passed, I ended up having to stay at her house for a couple of days because my dad, my estranged dad, he took it very, very hard and they were worried about him. So I stayed over there for a couple of days, which is still kind of crazy that I did that for him. But anyway, you know what, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, nice. This is a mobile closet. B. Storage wardrobe. That's pretty neat. Actually, when I was a kid, I had like a built wooden one that was similar. And that was actually pretty legit, if I'm being honest. This looks like mostly fabric. A smart, stylish organizer provides storage space in bedrooms, dorms, craft rooms, even the garage. Has hanging bar, 2 bottom drawers, and open area. Fabric steel frame. Well, there you go. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. So, the structure in itself is like steel, but then like, you know, obviously, yeah. I don't travel, so don't have bags like these, or don't need bags like these. But I could get it to say ASMR, I guess, because it's personalizable. Alright, I also like these over here. Actually, I could use this right now. Actually, no, I can't. I don't have any space for this. Okay. Oh, look at that, but there's a teal one. Black and gray. Okay, they're calling it a teal hummingbird, but whatever. How much is that? What is this? What letter is this? D. $80. I don't know. It's probably worth it though, if I'm being honest. It just depends, like, is the bottom also made out of fabric? Because that kind of changes things, right? Because it's going to kind of sag down depending on what you have in there, and you know, it's not going to be quite as uniform if you start putting heavier things in there, you know what I mean? So, but if it's got like a harder bottom surface inside the drawer, then yeah, totally awesome. But anyways, oh, what in the plush powered zero gravity chair? And it has a little stand thing for your phone. That's very gimmicky, but once again, my mother would love that. How much was that other one? It was $570 something. This is $530. still go with the other one because it has the massager. Oh look, with soothing heat, with massage to neck, back, seat, legs. Well, damn. If it's got the USB ports, it's a total win. But it doesn't mention anything about those, so that's a deal breaker. I've seen these on Temu for like $14, and there's 60 right here. So, and I bought a humidifier off of Temu before, and it's that little bunny one I've had in a couple of videos. So I know they work well. All right. Flawless pity. Shoes. A shaver. Looks like Fitbit watch bands. I will never buy a Fitbit ever again. Those are terrible devices. I would not ever recommend anyone get one of those things because the Fitbit themselves don't know how to resolve an issue with those things, and they'll have an issue that just reoccurs, and you won't know how to do it, how to fix it, and you'll go online try to find a solution, and then you'll see that hundreds of thousands of people have that same problem, and there's literally no solution. Like literally, I had the Fitbit Versa 2 or 3, I don't remember, and it had this problem where it would desync from the app, and for some stupid reason, anytime it desyncs from the app, like if it can't connect to it, it resets the entire watch. So suddenly you're like military time, and it's like hours and hours off, and you can't reset it, like you can't change it unless you use the app, but you can't connect to the app. Like you'll go into Bluetooth, it just won't sync. It'll tell you that it's not finding the connection, that it won't go through, and so you're like, well, what do I do? And so then you're like, let me reinstall the app. Doesn't work. Let me turn off my phone and on. Doesn't work. Let me turn off my phone. Doesn't work. Okay, well fine. Let me completely reformat the damn watch so all your data's gonna be gone. Then that doesn't work. Okay, and it's like, what the hell do I do? So I ended up finding out that when this issue would just randomly occur, the only way to fix it was to let the watch's battery completely die out. Sometimes that would take days, but that's when it would somehow start working again. It's so freaking insane. Never again. Never again. Nobody knows. Like, I probably should have put that in like a forum for people who had that problem, but I'm just so, yeah. So, I mean, I have an Apple Watch now, but yeah. My mother actually has a Fitbit. She has an Inspire, so it's like one of those thin ones. Oh, look at these boom boxes. Wow. Has an aux cord, AM, FM radio, cassette deck, and CD player. Oh wow, how much is that? B. Are you effing kidding me? $100. I mean, I would say that's probably not a bad deal. Not a whole lot of people are making CD players. Even fewer are making cassette players. So to get both of those in one device again, and you still got the AM, FM radio and an aux, which why would you need the aux? It's giving very much the 90s. It looks kind of like a transformer, honestly. And then this here, I don't even know what it's got going on. And this little, gimmicky radio. Alright, let's give you guys your outdoor supplies now. You have a metal detector. Oh, I like this. The binoculars with the camera attached. That's right up my alley. How much is that? $140. Then you have this little handheld radio, which I bought two similar things from Timo last year. I have never really used them or learned them because there's a lot to it. But I'm going to. Especially in this day and age, you never know where you're going to need those hand radios. So that's just like a solar powered power immersion for yeah, cordless. Wait, what is this? What is it? What letter is this? It says cordless tire inflator with digital gauge. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, well, got your power banks over here. That's actually what I'm using to have my light on. I only just thought of it doing that like a week ago. Like I have such small space, and like in a recent video, I believe, like the cord was so close that it was in the shot for a second or two, or maybe the whole video. But then once the darn light literally crashed into my head because I had accidentally pulled on the cord. I'm like, what can I do? And I thought, well, wait a minute. What if I just connect it to my power bank and then just put the power bank over there somewhere? And that works out because it gives me more versatility. So anyways, what is this? Speaker lights up and has Bluetooth. Is it also like a book bag? Gee. Wireless tailgate party speaker with lights. Oh no, that's enough for me. That's some kind of fancy smashy interior car thing. Ooh, electronics, we're getting into my faves now. What is this, an HP? Is that an HP? Because I don't mess with HP no more. It says Core Innovations. Is that the brand? Because I've never heard of them before. Nope. Yes, it is. How much is it? It's $400. Great all-around computing for work. They say that about every computer these days. 2.8 gigahertz. I'm trying to think if that's good. I'm pretty sure that's actually on the lower end of things. Oh, it's got a Celeron processor. No wonder. It's immediately a no. Absolutely not. And for $400, there ain't no way. I wouldn't pay more than $200 for a Celeron processor. And I would never, ever own another laptop with Celeron processor ever again. Any computer with a Celeron ever again. Ever. It's not happening. And then you have HP printer. And I have one of those. It's very old at this point, but it never worked that great because it's an HP. HP is a lot like Fitbit when it comes to problems. They just don't know. One day it might work, one day it might not. They got no answer for you. Yeah, all in one. All in one. This little thermal printer. That'd be legit. Have you seen that one where there's like those new printers where they like require a subscription for like the ink? I'm like, what the hell? And that printer itself is like $107. And then you pay like a monthly HP laptop. Like I said, I'm not messing with HP computers. Especially if it has a Celeron processor. Oh, that's like the 1-2 punch of devastation there. Let's see what it has. Oh, that's funny. This isn't even going to tell you all the hertz and all that. Oh, that's VTech. This is 2.6 hertz, so it's even less than this one. And it costs more. It is a quad core. This is only a dual. Is that right? Where am I at? Yeah, it's just a dual core. So it's inherently stronger, but it's also a Celeron, and we're not effing doing it. And only 4 gigabytes of RAM. What are you supposed to do with that these days? I mean, essentially, and only 128 gigabytes on an HP laptop with a Celeron processor. I mean, what are you doing? And for $500, highway robbery. Oh my goodness, I feel absolutely devastated for anybody who thinks this might be a good deal. I imagine if you order from this magazine enough, you probably do think this is a good deal. And you're getting totally ripped off. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Not only that, but look, like it doesn't even have all the crap it should have for this price. It's got 2 USB ports. It's got the headphone jack. Yeah, of course it has Bluetooth. Even though some laptops still don't have Bluetooth. But no, it doesn't even have the HDMI out, which is insane. It doesn't have an SD card slot. Insane. Media ports. Yeah, that's it. Anti-glare screen, whatever that means. Yeah, this is an absolute outrage. Alright, so this is Kindle Fire. These haven't been updated in a couple years now. So this is actually the same one that I have. Only difference is you can get these customized. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess if you were getting it for maybe a teenager or somebody like, I don't know, 15 or older, because I don't think kids should be having tablets and smartphones. But getting their name on it would be smart, because then if they lose it and someone tries to steal it, it's like, how do you explain that you have Samantha's, tablet, John? Let's move on. Outside, grab a swing set. I never had a swing set growing up, but I never really wanted one either. And my friends had a backyard, play set, and it didn't include swings. This would actually be pretty cool. Now I think about it, having your own swing, that would be awesome. I can already tell this is low to the ground. I hate this kind of crap. Alright, now I gotta hurry up because there's background noise up the wazoo. Are we done? Oh, we're basically done anyways. Let me hurry up. Shoes, bag. Oh, that's literally it. Alright, well, we need to spend a little bit more time on this last page then. Insulated water bottle. Alright, so those are kind of legit. Oh, no. $40. You know what? We're done with this whole magazine now. Just effing done. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this ad flip through. Hopefully it was as infuriating for you as it was for me. But if you did enjoy it, please leave me a like, okay? Maybe drop a comment, subscribe. Also, if you're into the flip through type of deal, I do have a playlist of ad flip throughs and magazine flip throughs. So check those out if you feel so inclined. But that's it for this video. And until I see you again, take care of yourself and peace out. welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a magazine flip through of the complete guide to Star Wars. And of course we will be brushing along the way and whispering, and we will be sucking on some candy, Jolly Rancher, assorted flavors. So let's get to it. Hollywood Spotlight, Star Wars. Contents: how George Lucas invented Star Wars, casting the movie, rush or trouble on set, the film that followed, big screen plans, Hollywood royalty, screen princess, Star Wars legend, more Mando, unlikely hero, getting animated, what's next, read all about it, reinventing special effects, creating the aliens, flying high, dressed to kill, location, 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 A to Z, live the fantasy, the quiet, the ultimate quiz, may the quotes be with you. So, before we go any further, I should tell you, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't follow it. I am not very familiar with the movies. I've not seen all of them. I've seen maybe one. Could never really get into it. So I'm definitely not part of the fandom or anything like that. So the things that I read in here, well, I'll pretty much be learning for the first time. Unless it's just something that's like, culturally obvious, Mr. Nice Guy. Let's see. When I met Mark Hamill, I really learned how to be cool. Harrison Ford told takes of his co-star left. He's just a really straightforward, nice guy. Celebrating 45 years of Star Wars. Final scene. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford filmed this scene for A New Hope over 2 days in May 1976. An early draft of the scripts had Fisher's character, Layla, crowned queen. Okay. May 25th, 2022 marks the 45th anniversary of the release of the first Star Wars film. 40 45th. Wow. A New Hope. Alright, do I feel like reading all of that? I don't know. Well, I guess since it's about the very first one, we can read it. It's hard to believe that something like Star Wars has only been around for 45 years. It's almost impossible to remember a time before it. Today, the multimedia franchise permeates every aspect of culture. It is referenced in all facets of entertainment, from TV and movies to books and comics. Politicians have been using it to score cool points for decades, and those who are old enough to have seen the first film, A New Hope, in theaters, have passed on love of the galaxy far, far away to their kids and grandchildren. In 2020, the entire franchise was valued at $70 billion, thanks to a blockbuster films, hit TV shows, theme park rides, and so much more merchandise. Let's bust this out instead, shall we? But back in 1977, Star Wars was far from a sure thing. In fact, no one even wanted to make it. Multiple movie studios rejected the idea before Alan Ladd Jr. at 20th Century Fox finally gave it a chance. And a paltry $11 million budget, director and writer George Lucas, who set out merely to make a Flash Gordon-style picture, persevered despite the setbacks, and created an empire unlike anything in the history of Hollywood. And with his pioneering special effects team, forever changed the way movies are made. This year, for the 45th anniversary of Star Wars, fans will, pandemic allowing, gather in Anaheim, California to attend Star Wars Celebration, a 4-day convention hosted by Lucasfilm. The event, which begins on May 26th, will give devotees a sneak peek at what's coming soon with trailers and exclusive clips. As well as insights from actors and directors into how they are advancing the Star Wars saga, while also giving a nod to the franchise's well-loved past. And May 25th, we'll see the premiere of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney+. The 6-episode miniseries, set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, stars Ewan McGregor, reprising his prequel trilogy role as titular Jedi Knight, while Hayden Christensen returns as Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. I think it's really going to satisfy Star Wars fans. McGregor told Forbes, "I think people are going to like it." So there you have it. I wonder if that was ever allowed to go through because of the pandemic. What is this streak here? That's very strange. A true believer. Where it all began. his idea for a small science fiction fantasy into a blockbuster reality that changed Hollywood. How George Lucas invented Star Wars. The American graffiti director drew inspiration from mythology, beloved movies, and an old comic strip for his sci-fi universe. Burgundy. Okay, what's giving? Actually, I do kind of want to read about this one. So, let's go. When George Lucas dreamed up Star Wars, he created a contemporary fairy tale. This isn't an overblown compliment. It was what the director actually wanted to do. The longevity of Star Wars is due to its mastermind actively trying to make his saga feel like an instant classic. Blue Jolly Ranchers are my favorite, by the way. I decided there was no modern mythology. Lucas told Vanity Fair in 1997, I wanted to take all the old myths and put them into a format that young people could relate to. Because mythology often arises from unknown environments, he felt outer space was the way to go. This choice led to a laborious process in which the director and writer researched not only Eastern and Western religions and myths, but also analyzed character archetypes that represented the monomyth. The theory that various steps in certain stories will always have a deep psychological impact on people. Lucas had a list of 35 themes he wanted to explore in Star Wars. Many of them derived from author Joseph Campbell's theory of the monomyth, called the hero's journey. Perhaps the most famous step in the narrative is known as the call to adventure. The moment when a protagonist is faced with the prospect of a significant adventure. But in the adventure's journey, they decline the initial call, a trope in nearly every Star Wars film. Luke Skywalker resists going with Obi-Wan Kenobi at first. Han Solo opposes joining the rebellion, and so on. Lucas didn't just research the mythology. He looked at what has worked for thousands of years and thousands of stories and replicated it. With all of this swirling in his mind, Lucas wrote no less than 4 drafts and a story treatments of film he called the Star Wars. And other times, the long-awaited adventures of Star Killer, Episode 1, The Star Wars, from 1973 to 1976. These screenplays and outlines underwent numerous changes, including one version in which Princess Leia Organa was a minor character and Solo was a green-skinned alien with gills. And some drafts, the Jedi were called TIE Warriors, and the Skywalker was an old, grizzled war general, best friends with someone named Starkiller. Sometimes the Force was called the Force of Others, and Jedi needed an object called a kyber crystal to control it. Eventually, after several attempts and some help from his screenwriter friends Gloria Katz and William Hick, Lucas hammered his story into a cohesive piece, an adventure about people, not just goofy, made-up robot names and sandy planets. You have to focus on the human story first, he told journalist Laurent Bosserel in 1997. But which characters would bring us into the galaxy far, far away? One of Lucas's biggest writing breakthroughs involved shifting the plot of view of the story onto the droids. In his earliest drafts, they didn't exist, and two bumbling bureaucrats were in their place. These characters would have only provided comic relief and little else. But the idea of using what he described as the lowest person in the pecking order to open the story nagged at Lucas. Once he changed the human psychics to robots, he realized they could represent an outsider's perspective. And so R2-D2 and 3CPO were born. And Star Wars story jumped to hyperspace. As director J.J. Abrams pointed out in his 2007 TED Talk, The Mystery Box, what makes the structure of the first Star Wars so wonderful is that each set of characters leads the audience to a new question. Lucas may have brilliantly mined mythology structures, but without 3CPO and R2-D2, the magic of the story wouldn't have clicked. Legend has it that the name R2-D2 came to Lucas in 1973 while mixing the sound for his previous film, American Graffiti. When editor Walter Merck asked the director for R2-D2, meaning real 2 dialogue 2. However, Lucas refuted this myth in the 90s, insisting that all the names were created phonetically. He would say all the names out loud while writing, and if he had a hard time saying a moniker, he'd change it. When it comes to the saga of making Star Wars, there are several different versions of events. For example, before starting work in earnest on Star Wars film, there's some evidence to suggest that Lucas wanted to direct franchise for Coppola's Apocalypse Now. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. He even wrote a few versions of the script for the Vietnam War drama before Coppola took over. Was Lucas denied Apocalypse Now and thus gave the world Star Wars? Or was he always destined to connect with the power of the Force? Either way, it's hard to imagine a world in which Lucas didn't create Star Wars. It would certainly be a much darker cinematic world, because in the history of upbeat cinema, George Lucas was our only hope. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. it makes me want to go back and watch that very first movie. Because anytime I've ever seen it on TV or something, I've always turned or not been interested because I'm just like, this doesn't look appealing to me whatsoever. What the heck's going on? But reading all of this, it makes it sound so wonderful and gives me a lot of perspective, and it's opened my mind to the possibilities. And so I don't know, I might end up revisiting some of these, going back and seeing maybe how it is. Maybe I won't like any of it just as much as I do now. Maybe I'll become a fan, who knows. Catching the movie. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford will always be the faces of the original Star Wars trilogy, but many actors auditioned for their parts. I don't really care about that though. Although Kurt Russell, that is very interesting. Let's do another blue. I'm so much like Luke Skywalker. I guess I always will be. Mark Hamill. So you got Harrison Ford as Han Solo. A legacy. Ford spoke in 2005 about learning to appreciate the films by seeing them through fans' eyes. Recognizing their value to the audience gives them significance to me. Christopher Walken. Now that's interesting. Sylvester Stallone. Al Pacino. Wow. Christopher Walken would have been interesting. Now, had Sylvester Stallone gotten that role, he would have had a whole different career. I guess they all would have. Carrie Fisher. You're not really famous until you're a pass dispenser. The audition for Layla. Jodie Foster. Amy Irving. And her. James Earl Jones. He really doesn't get enough credit. My character is a teddy bear, basically. That's what Chewie is. He looks after everybody. That's not what a teddy bear does. I mean, actually, I guess it does. Have you ever thought about what a teddy bear is? Like, where did the word teddy come from? Should look into that after this. And there's so many characters in this universe. Trouble. It wasn't exactly smooth sailing for for George Lucas as he filmed Star Wars: A New Hope. Well, I guess not. It took so long for him to even get a studio to go for it. Let's see how long of a read that is. Oh, that's so long. Is that really continued here? Oh, okay, no. No, that is still part of it. I have to decide if I want to read this or not. Trouble on the set. No. Although rumored for decades, Carrie Fisher waited 32 years to reveal that she did indeed have an affair with Harrison Ford on the set of the first film. In her 2016 memoir, The Princess Diarist, The Princess Diarist, Carrie shared her personal writings from 1976 production of Star Wars. Ford was a married man, and their illicit romance was top secret. During their dalliance, Fisher described Ford in her diary as a real Marlboro man, the type who pours the beer out and eats the can. I don't know what that means, but that's interesting. So he was married. He was having an affair with this co-worker on the set. I was shocked by the fact that he fancied me. I was a very insecure girl and had only one boyfriend, Kay Fisher said of her affair with Harrison Ford. Well, that opens up a whole bunch of questions. Droid Rage. Though 9. Oh. Through 9 Skywalker Saga Skywalker Saga films made from 76 to 19. The droids R2-D2 and 3CPO have bickered about everything. In 2016, while promoting Rogue One, director Garth Edwards said the robots were his favorite Star Wars couple, joking the two had a sexual relationship. But in real life, there were no love lost between actors Anthony Daniels, 3CPO, and Kenny Baker, R2-D2. In fact, they weren't even friends. They weren't. The diminutive Baker famously referred to Daniels as Golden Balls and said in a 2009 interview with Metro that Daniels had degraded him and called him Little Man. Furthermore, in 2011, Daniels dismissed Baker's contributions to the film and told the Mirror he might as well be a bucket. In 2019, 3 years after Baker's death, Daniels still held a grudge, telling the Daily Express. Kay decided that he wanted to say unkind, unpleasant, rude, hurtful things. It got worse and worse. Now that's interesting. So much drama. I wonder what the true backstory to all that is. What was the root of their issues with each other? knows that I'm the top robot on the set and that I make the whole movie. Then 3CPO's like, I don't think so. I'm clearly the star of the show. Without me, none of this would work. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine? Okay. By the way, I had a like flavor water pack of Jolly Ranchers. They have these, like, you know, you put in your water bottle. They taste just like these. If you ever see them and you're curious, get it. If you like Jolly Ranchers, because it literally tastes like they just took one of these things, liquefied it, and put it in your bottle. So freaking good. But the box that I found only had 6 in them, and they're like, really? The films that followed. The original Star Wars was succeeded by 2 sequels, 2 trilogies, and 2 spin-offs with varying degrees of box office success. Alright. Empire Strikes Back. 1980. Widely recognized as not just one of the best Star Wars films, but one of the greatest sequels of all time. The entire widely recognized as not just one of the best Star Wars films, but one of the greatest sequels of all time. The greatest, The Empire Strikes Back would earn 401 million worldwide and give the trail of Luke, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Layla Carey Fisher their darkest hours. After an escape from the key wastelands of Hoth, Luke absconds to what is with these names? Dagobah, to learn the ins and outs of being a Jedi from reclusive Yoda, Frank Oz. Meanwhile, the others head to Cloud City, where they are double-crossed by Han's old pal, Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams. By the end, Luke loses a hand and learns that Darth Vader, David Powell / James Earl Jones, is his father, while Hans is frozen in carbonate and shipped off to Jabba the Hutt. Since its U.S. release on May 21st, 1980, The Empire Strikes Back, which was directed by Irvin Kershner, has served as a how-to guide for expanding a fantasy universe. You have a feeling that you want to know more at all times. Rolling Stone's were. Even films like 2008's The Dark Knight seems to borrow a page from its handbook, with stories that take the character from the first flick and test their bonds. The sequels also added depth to Vader, turning into a tortured antagonist, balancing his newfound paternity with his dedication to the Empire. to serve as the keeper to one of the most famous science fiction stories of all time, but also contend with its status as a massive franchise. Such as scenes like the thrilling escape from Jabba the Hutt, from Jabba and the Swordless Pit. The Swordless Pit and the heart-wrenching confrontation between Luke, Vader, and the Empire. Ian McDiarmid. Almost seems like they're from a different film than the Ewoks. Audiences didn't mind, as the movie, directed by Richmond Marquand, scored $425 million worldwide. So this one did $401 million worldwide, and this one did, wow, that did $74 million more than the last movie. That's good. It's a little amazing how creator George Lucas and his associates keep topping themselves. The Chicago Tribune's Roger Ebert wrote, as a finale, Return of the Jedi does its job, watching Vader throw the Empire into the heart of the second Death Star, and later being forgiven by Luke, is a satisfying conclusion to the steadily building tension of the trilogy. Not even Ford seemingly sleepwalking through his role can dampen the exciting pace as the action jumps around across the galaxy. Sleepwalking through his role, so I guess he wasn't very into it. Why then? It would be the last Star Wars film released for 16 years. Now that's insane. That is truly insane. So, for an entire generation, the sight of heroes partying on Endor truly seemed like the end. 16 years before I got a sequel. That's crazy. Look at all these dang movies. I think I went to theaters to see... I'm trying to think of which one of these I went to see. I went with a friend to see one of these movies. And I remember it was a big deal because Luke Skywalker was returning. Wait a minute, I remember him, he was in it. But I don't think it was this one, so when did another one come out? It wasn't this one. Was it The Last Jedi? Wait, is that him again? I think that's him again, so I think this is the one I see. A friend randomly asked me to go to the movies to see this with them. I didn't know what the hell was going on during that movie. I'm going to be completely honest. I can't tell you anything about anything. I mean, I was entertained. It wasn't like I was bored out of my mind or anything. But I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, yeah. I do think I remember liking it. And so I remember going online to see like what everyone else thought. And I was surprised that it was received so poorly by people, especially the fans. I forget what their big gripe was, but there was like a big thing with the fans. But anyways, yeah. Alright. Big screen plans. When is the next Star Wars movie coming out? Well, what is it, 25 now? So I feel like there's been quite a few since then. Top Gun. 10 books in the X-Wing series take place in 15 years after the events of A New Hope. Familiar characters include Wedge, whoever, and Han Solo. These damn names are getting on my nerves. Okay. A real star. Now wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, okay, never mind. I'm about to start talking, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, did Carrie Fisher pass away before 2020? Was she still alive when this book came out? Playing Princess Leia came at a cost, but Carrie Fisher embraced the character and had no regrets about taking the role. I remember her appearing on 30 Rock as herself, and it was good. She was like a kind of a caricature of herself, a dark caricature. Actually, was she playing herself? I'm pretty sure she was playing herself. I wish she was playing someone kind of like herself. Taking over TV. Now I remember I found liking one of these darn Star Wars shows that popped up and had everything to do with the Baby Yoda craze. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Baby Yoda was pretty cute. It didn't really make me more interested in watching the show though. And never did. But I'm confused because I thought Yoda was like a quadrillion years old. So what is the timeline of him being a baby? And I'm asking a question that there's, a very probably convoluted answer to. Because this universe is so huge and it didn't go in order, right? I mean, you have the first two movies, and then every movie after that takes place in some timeline without, like, you know what I mean? Like, will Luke return? Fans have liked seeing him return and the movies that he has returned in. So this book came out in 2020. So that's a strange question to ask. I guess it just depends on how they're building the universe, right? I would say if I were them, use him as much as they can while he's still able and willing. This Great Tolerance was actually pretty damn good. Why does it look like that guy from Karate Kid? Doesn't it? No, I know I'm tripping. But I'm just saying it kind of looks like him from this angle. What is this from? There will be some familiar faces, and there will be a lot of new faces. Yeah, bit. Isn't that that comedian? Yeah, it is Bill Burr. Very strange. Isn't this that wrestler? I want to say that's her. Oh yeah, it is her because I forget what she did. She did something. I can't remember what it was, but they ended up firing her from the show. Oh, I remember that she got fired. Isn't she like an MMA fighter or like a WWE something? I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember what it was about that even led to her being fired, but I do remember her being fired because my friend was talking about it. The Book of Boba Fett features the bounty hunter in a new role, but it's in the end of the redemption story. But is it the end of the redemption story for the knight in not so shiny armor? So, heck if I know. Okay. This design does not look practical. Like what's up with the seat? What in the heck? That does not sound like a regular cat fight. Well, Easter eggs. No, I won't read any of that. Just in case I decide I want to watch the movies. See if I can catch them on my own. Okay, now, getting animated. I do remember the Clone Wars over here. It seemed like Cartoon Network was just playing this all the dang time. That darn character seemed to be everywhere for a while too. Oh, and there she is again. Is everyone saw her yet? It sure is. Is that Forrest Whitaker? Oh wow. This Jolly Rancher has jagged edges on it somehow. It's cutting out my tongue. So there is Anakin, right? And then he's Anakin and he's Obi-Wan. Is that how that works? Oh, wait a minute. So is this Mark Hamill's character? Listen. I'm moving on. Wait, so who is this guy? Okay, so that's definitely not who I thought it was. So here's Childish Gambino. I did not see this movie. Wow, look at all of these. From screen to page. I can't imagine trying to keep up with this. There's just, what the hell? I can't imagine being a fan trying to keep up with everything this universe has going on. This get to in order to get the outer space look he wanted. For the first film, George Lucas created a new effects company, Industrial Light and Magic. This would probably be a fascinating read. Let's see, I just want to read that part. Okay, so I will read that. The special effects required for Star Wars in mid-1970s simply did not exist. In order to pull off the breathtaking space battles and catch the audience completely and instantly off guard, I had to start a company from scratch, George Lucas told USA Today in 2015. Effects company Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, was born and began creating new ways of capturing these images. One of the most radical advances came from special effects pioneer John Dijkstra, who built a computer-controlled motion camera system. The camera could film spaceships against a blue screen, and they could be composted together with other elements in order to create the Star Wars we all know and love. But back then, compositing wasn't something that could be done with a computer. They had to use a machine to rephotograph all of the separate effects onto one piece of film. Over the years, ILM refined those techniques. They were able to take what they learned on Star Wars and create systems that allowed them to pull off sequences of The Empire Strikes Back in 1980. No one had ever tried compositing film on white, snowy backgrounds with live-action elements. In stop-motion editions like the Imperial Walkers, they took things to the next level with 1983's Return of the Jedi, building the most complicated space battle ever recorded on film at the time, as the rebels fought to destroy the second Death Star. But the most complicated sequence might have been the speeder bike chase on the forest moon of Endor. Live-action backgrounds in California redwood forests were filmed extremely slowly to give the appearance of great speed, and then played against the live-action elements of the actors, or at the times puppets. Wow, on the speeder bikes. Star Wars always helped push the envelope, though by the time The Phantom Menace was made in 1999, ILM created more physical visual effects shots than the first three films combined. ILM has become the pioneer visual effects studio in the world, the premier visual effects studio in the world, thanks to the advances they made with Star Wars. The company's wizards went on to bring to life classics of other franchises, of other filmmakers, ranging from Jurassic Park, oh wow, yeah, that was a big one, to most of the movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wow. So it all goes back to Star Wars. That's crazy. That is crazy. That'd be something that'd be interesting to be able to watch. I have something about that process. So, I mean, that was so ambitious. So, creating the aliens. Those critters are pure movie magic. The galaxy is full of spaceships of all shapes, sizes, and lethal capabilities. Dressed to kill. The movies have been filmed across 6 continents, with remnants of many memorable sets still standing today. Really? Death Valley, California. Though much of Teutonia was filmed in, what does it say? Tunisia. Death Valley is filmed where R2-D2 and 3CPO crash landed on the planet, and also the filming location for scenes featuring the Jawas abducting the droids. The national park has been featured in The Mandalorian. Although industrial light magic's stagecraft technology allowed the actors to perform in a studio against a projection of the location rather than sweating it out in the desert. Wow. So it sounds like that a lot of the green screen technology that we basically see is because of them. You know, not having to leave the set because someone can go out and shoot the location, backdrop, and then, you know, add it in. He prefers being called Grogu. He perks up a lot when you say his name. I'm not sure. Grogu. Although the internet unanimously named him Baby Yoda, Grogu is the actual name of the adorable little Force wielder who was saved by and traveled with the Mandalorian. His name was so unpopular with Star Wars fans, however, a fact that was referenced in the book of Boba Fett when Peli Motto, Amy Sedaris, learns his name and promptly declares, "I'm not calling you that." So then, is this not actual Baby Yoda then? This is some other thing that looks like Baby Yoda, or that looks like Yoda. This is another Yoda, basically. This is not like another thing in that species. Is that what they're saying? Questions. Star Wars fans, let me know in the comments. I want to know about that one. I'm just like, oh, guy who got killed in the movie that I watched. Wait, did he? I don't remember, but I know he was in it. Who does that look like? I'm thinking of somebody, a celebrity, that this looks like. And let's say you could say they're in the world of athletics, sort of. indulge yourself with a voyage on the new Galactic Star Cruiser. That's a bit much for me. I can only imagine how much this costs. I'm thinking of like the food specifically. Charging like the most ridiculous price for a lemonade because it's called like, who knows, the Jibba Wubba, you know what I mean, like, who knows. Of course, I could be wrong, it could be totally affordable. That doesn't sound very Disney to me though. Alright, we're at the ending because I remember that in the little table of contents, whatever the hell it's called at the beginning. The ultimate quiz, which I won't be taking. I don't know anything about nothing. Let's see. In what year were the special editions of the original trilogy first showed in theaters? I want to say 1999. I don't know why I said that, but I'm pretty sure a movie came out in 99. So like after, what do they say, 16 years, something like that. Was that right? What is that right? So right before the movie would come out, they would maybe. That's my guess. That's my guess. If not 99, then 98 for the same reason. On which planet do Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker duel in Revenge of the Sith? Okay, we're out of here. But maybe you know it. Maybe you know it. Mustafar, Simbalar, whatever that says. Dothamer. So, there you go. Pause the video and take this quiz. See what you get right. May the quotes be with you. The early film's dialogue may have been mocked, and in some cases improved, by Harrison Ford, but you've probably quoted at least one of these lines. Let's see. If you're a Star Wars fan, the dialogue isn't just something you hear when you watch the movie. The lines can make their way into your own vocabulary. Maybe it's telling a friend to use the Force, or muttering, "I've got a bad feeling about this," on a challenging day. Or perhaps it's lovingly referring to your favorite local water hole as wretched hive of scum and villainy. Or complaining that you find someone's lack of faith disturbing. The lines stick with us and become, like the franchise's stories, part of our lives. Many of the franchise's best moments of dialogue echo or are in conversation with each other. Yoda's do or do not, there is no try, takes a new meaning when Kanan Jarrus refers to it in Star Wars Rebels, and there isn't a Star Wars story that doesn't have something to say about hope. After all, it's what rebellions are built on. To list all the greatest and most memorable lines, you need a book. It wouldn't be a short one, but here are a few of the best. Senators, I presume you are acquainted with the collection of half-truths and hyperbole known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Clone Wars. So, this is how liberty dies. To thunderous applause. Oh, I like that. Revenge of the Sith. Why? You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. I am no Jedi. I probably heard that in real life. We're doomed. Okay. When 900 years old you reach, look as good as you will not. Return of the Jedi. Okay. How charming. Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid. A New Hope. As you define yourself by the power to take life, desire to dominate, to possess, then you have nothing. I am all the Jedi. So, Star Wars Rebels, I am no Jedi. The Rise of Skywalker, I am all the Jedi. Permission to jump in an X-Wing and blow something up. No one's ever really gone. Last Jedi, Layla never gave up and never will. Stop touching things. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Okay, so what about that whole what is it, Obi-Wan, you're our only hope, or something like that, or like, where was that at? That's like one of the biggest quotes of all time. Where they didn't include that. Okay, well, check out these great reads. They are not even related to this dang series. Wow. Well, there you have it, guys. There you indeed do have it. May the Force be with you. That was interesting. And I am a little bit more intrigued by this universe. And I think I will check it out. I will, don't know when, but I will make it at a point that goes to end up watching the very first one and see how that goes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this flip through. This was not an ad flip through, so that's already a big deviation. It's a magazine flip through. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, are you a Star Wars fan? Did anything in this book surprise you? Any information you'd like to tell me about Star Wars? Pique my interest, you know, answer some of my questions. Drop a comment and let me know. Please leave this video a like, and if you'd be so kind to subscribe, that would be awesome if you haven't. But in the meantime, have a good night, a good evening, a good afternoon, or a good morning, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.